Hey guys, Kyrie 2 in our YouTube video, and I got you a Jarvan game. This one I was in Korea. I'm back home, but I still have some Korea VODs that I want to post. Some very good games. So we're playing Jarvan in this game. It's pretty good into enemy comp. I picked it pretty early. I think they had actually it's not that insane to enemy comp, but I like into Xin Zhao, and I think even though like the champion doesn't do that well into very mobile champions, you can still be able to like get on top of him because Jarvan builds a lot of haste. If you play like Agron, you can still play against champs that have dashes and like mobility spells like Azir E and Lucian E. These like kind of spells. So yeah, this is Warden. So I'm just trying to see if Xin Zhao lane invades me. It's a thing that people can do against you, so you should be very careful about that. And right now I'm thinking about like where to start. I have Kate Elise, and I know like you should path down reds in this game, but what I'm thinking right now is that maybe Xin Zhao, my level 3 gank bot, and I think it's winning for us potentially, depending on how my ball in, how volatile the lane is. Usually Kate Elise, they will fight a lot on the first on the first wave and second wave, they will just make it extremely volatile. So if I start on the opposite side of Zinzai, if I start my red and he starts his red, like he will always be first spot. There's nothing I can do about it. Even if I do buff Gromp, I'll still be like a few seconds late. But if I do this, even though I will not have a red buff, I'll still be on their side and I can, follow up with any volatility that will happen in the first 3 minutes of the game. Well, 2.5 to 3 minutes. Because I do need to eventually go towards my top side. And I did start my wolves, so my camp leveling is already like it's gonna be very fast. And you can see like they're already trying to make the game volatile. And I'm trying to think like, okay, maybe I can look bots. And yeah, here I'm just looking for Ballin. I don't know where Xin Zhao is, and they can make the game volatile at any time. And you see here, they still haven't warded, right? If you pay attention to the minimap early on, they haven't warded at all. So here we go on to Ezreal. He did kind of run it down, I'm gonna be honest, but this is what I mean. Like, if Xin Zhao was potentially here, I would have matched him, and it would just be a match. I mean, both of us did our 3 camps, and, that would be all. We either fights, or we just walk off. So bought me Ruby Crystal there. I want to buy Longsword. And now I'm going towards my top side. I don't know where Zen started, but I'm just going to assume he started top side, because, I mean, why would you not path to the Ezreal Karma lane? Yeah, here's my reds up, all my camps are up. And I pull my Krugs first, because I want to level up my camps. It's way more important than doing the red buff right now. It leaves me a quick top play. And here you can actually skip your red and just play to clear your respawning camps if you don't think you have enough time. And here I'm saying that because I'm thinking about defending my Kaelin, but I don't think I can get there in time. He's getting dove right now. He should be getting dove on this wave that is crashing on ball in. And something he can do about it, because our support went top lane to dive. And here I'm playing for the crab because he zins out path boss side, like I said. Pink here, and then now I go to my camps. Yeah, it feels bad. He got dove. Here, Tilly's pinging that this guy is probably used his abilities. That's probably what happened, because he was in the middle of the lane. So, we went for it, and we were able to kill him, even through flash. And now I do my bot side camps, and then now we're just clearing. And yeah, Zinzal started top side, we started our bot side. So that's all we have to keep in mind. And now Azir has no flash, but it's still like pretty hard to kill unless he eased in. Usually Azir, the higher you go, the way they trade, their trade patterns are they will, do a Q, and sometimes, let's say versus LeBlanc W or like Tilly W, they will like E forward so they don't take damage. As much damage, and they will just take fight. They would like trade HP for HP, and because he will always lose like a bit less HP, because like his E gives him a shield, right? Or bot side here. I'm trying to look to see if we can make something happen. I do think they did ward this tri-bush because he instantly backed off, or he was just respecting the Elise, just like defending the pink. I could pull dragon here, but it's probably better to always spend the golds and then just do another top to bot clear. Well, it's not really top to bot. You just do your top side and you just play for your Drake, and you can do the Drake in the next minute. So even though you can do the Drake right now and start stacking your dragon, it is usually better just to do your top side because you don't want to just lose camps for fun. And if they decide to like fight you on the Drake, right, they can always like come back because you're tanking the dragon, and they will just like hit you, right? So it's always like scary. You pull drag and they contest. Yeah, since I was doing some funny business over there, nobody knows. Just clearing his camps, and I'm pinging that I'm on my top side. Something you should do when playing jungle is pinging where you kind of are. You can ping yourself, you know, danger ping. Then you can always also ping where enemy jungle is. So it's some good habits for you guys to have while playing this role. And I mean, my support and top laner are literally pinching this year. Yeah, interesting. And we're just clearing because we're just doing guaranteed plays, and we're just gonna like make sure that we're gonna scale decently in this game. Here I EQ'd really early, so I can go defend the dive. Because Xin Zhao can only be bot side, so right now he's either diving my AD or he is doing dragon. That's the only two plays he can potentially do here. And I have nothing to do right now, right? Like I have no camps up yet, and I'm pinging dragon, but I can't really like just walk in right now. Maybe I probably should have, you know, thinking about it. I think it's probably illegal for them to even pull dragon here, but not really. I mean, forcing a fight like this into like their champs will probably be very losing. They're very mobile and they have pretty good damage. And if you like ever really like, if you don't have flash, you know, Azir can just ult us. So it's probably very spooky. But it's okay. Like they used their tempo to use to play the dragon, so we're gonna swap, play for the grubs. You know, if you guys know about the new season, swapping is like pretty much dead because you have to literally stay in your lane from now on. So as a jungler, I feel like all you have to do as a jungler is just, I think it's just gonna be full clear meta. You just full clear, and you just play for camps. Like that's all you have to do. I think like doing objectives, you can do them, but only when your camps are down. I think before you can like kind of skip camps, but I think now it's probably not worth it. But you know, we'll do some PvE videos. I'll release them after. I'll start grinding some PvE next upcoming days. So you know, stay tuned for that. I'll do some Kindred, some Kha'Zix, and if you guys have any like other champ suggestions, I'm down to do it also. Right here, I'm going to the grubs. I don't want to EQ any because I don't have flash, and like I can just die. Yeah, going onto the Azir will never be good there, because we will never have damage, because all Xin Zhao has to do, if I EQ forward, if my teammates try to do damage, like they come into his ult, all he has to do is press ult, and then all the damage is nullified. And my damage doesn't mean anything because I don't just one-shot. So, but I mean, if they got the Xin Zhao on the better side of the wall, you know, then, you know, I can go on them, but it wasn't the best wall for me to be able to play the game there. And here I just tried to steal the crab, or I was like thinking about it. I was doing my camps. But yeah, like very like little to do. Right now his boss side camps are up, so we should play for them after these raptors. Whenever like jungler does something on the map, a good amount of time they either full cleared, or sometimes they don't full clear. Like it depends like when the objective, like they do the objective. So if they try to do, usually if you do on like spawn, most likely they didn't completely full clear. And also, if you're the jungler who's doing the objective, skipping camps, you should just prioritize defending your camps if you can. Otherwise, just trade. I mean, you did earn a objective, so it's not the end of the world. Here, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm like kind of homeless because like I have nothing to really do. But I do have 2 camps, you know, but I can take my time doing them because I'm kind of waiting for my item. I need 1650 gold, I think, for Thunder Sky, and I don't want to base unless I have it. So it's gonna be a very slow-paced game. I mean, we're just gonna farm. Also, a lot of YouTube content recently I've been posting, a lot of like coaching and like VOD reviews. You guys can check out on the channel. I'll be posting like pretty much any champion. But you know, my Patreon, my new VOD reviews and coaching, most of them are for Kindred and Kha'Zix because I'm just more known for that. But I can coach any champion in the jungle, so you know, you guys can check out the Patreon. It's also 50% off right now, so there's that. Wow. Roaming. Yeah, here, nothing to do. I'm waiting for my item. My item's in 15 gold. Yeah, interesting game. My champ is like very useless if I can't make the game proactive and volatile. And you know, we have champs like Elise and Talia, but I was unable to make it volatile. Probably like this game, in early game, it was probably ideal to just force level 1, try to find out where he can start, and then invade his jungle. But you know, they do have Ezreal Karma, like their level 1 isn't weak at all. We can take lots of damage and just be pushed out. So that's why I didn't really think about it. But level 2ing his jungle, even the side he starts on is probably really good. Just make the game very, you know, cringe, and it should be better for me because Talia always has push versus Zir early game, and then Katie Elise will take any kind of kills in early game because either champion can carry. Even Elise with kills can carry the game. So yeah. Now we're doing the Raptors mid diff, you know, our mid's winning, and then he got jungle diff, kind of unlucky. That's all good. Let's check if the crab's up. It's down, he just did it. I play to push the mid wave because it's in pretty bad spots. Actually, I don't know why he's pushing the wave. It's actually better for his Oh no. Oh no, it is better for his laner. Like, what am I saying? I'm doing this video when I'm tired, but he was still pushing into the Zir. You know, you see this game state right now, you think like, how did we carry this game? I mean, we just played this once. We didn't int. We did have one bad death, I remember, or like 1 or 2, but throughout the game, you know, we played pretty well. Here, Karma missed position, so we just go onto him. You know, we saw 2 people playing Dragon on the side of the screen. So, you know, paying attention to small details like that can always turn up fights. And we killed 3 champions, and now we just came back into the game. So it's like opportunities like that where you kind of have to pay attention. Like, they pulled a dragon that they shouldn't pull. You know how we talked about early on in this video, where like if we pull the dragon and they contest us while hitting it, you know, it might be very scary. This is what I mean, like this kind of scenario. You can't just pull the dragon sometimes right in their face. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. The Karma did troll, but they were in a they put themselves in a position where they're like stuck inside like the middle of the river, so we can like collapse and like, you know, do a lot of damage. My champion does do a lot of damage. It does a lot of AoE damage too if I can get multiple people in my ult. So always looking for those kind of opportunities is good. And I do survive for a long time because, you know, Summer Sky is very balanced and my W makes me tankier. This is also a very good lethality game, but I don't really like playing lethality that much on Jarvan. I think I just prefer playing Bruiser. I think lethality is a very unique style, and I mean, it's like kind of up to you. I don't think you need to play it to climb on Jarvan. You can definitely play other Bruiser builds. Like, you can definitely carry on Jarvan buying like Shojin, which is a very high damage item for ability users. Here, you know, my top camps are up, but because I have ult coming up soon, and they want to pressure the game, I just run straight ball in. Take the kill. Gold on Jarvan is very good. Like I said, remember, the more haste you get, the tankier you get. Even if the champs are mobile, you know, your EQ is on like a 4 or 5 second cooldown, so it doesn't even matter if they have a dash. And here, you know, I'm running bots as soon as I can to dive this Ezreal. He's by himself. Jungler should be clearing down, so we have a very short time. You know, here I just play to tank it because I have enough HP to where it shouldn't matter. And we leave with R first because we don't know if we can outplay. Maybe EQing is fine too, but you know, it's like no risk. I mean, it's guaranteed what I did. Now we just play to take whatever camps we can get. I think I do end up buying Shojin here because cleaver value is not even that insane versus the enemy comp. Like, they're not like that tanky. While Talia's getting chased down, I'm just taking the red buff. You know, he's surviving. I think he dies here if I remember. Yeah, I do remember this game a little bit. He does end up dying there. Pretty funny death. And here I'm just like harvesting all the camps. I'm waiting here. Trying to play for like a little flank ammo because I want to see if I can like go into him. But I can't go in here 1v5 because I have no... If I had ults, I think I can go in sooner. But I can't go in here. And here I'm just like trying to wait to get an angle on the Azir. I did end up healing Azir, but it was kind of awkward. I think I did bait my team a little bit. That they died there, but pretty sure if I had ults, could have been better if I had flash. If that's an extra like CD, I think I could have definitely like been able to make a crazy play there. But it was like kind of hard considering like what they did. Maybe if I should went in right away, not sure. But I would have for sure died for the play. My God, my team's just trolling. Yeah, I don't know what these guys are doing. They're just griefing. And they want to FF. It's like the classic Korea FF. You got Shojin though. You can carry the game. We're gonna go do our top side. We're gonna do our camps. You know, as long as we're farming, we can always carry. Jarvan does a lot of damage. Don't forget, Jarvan does a lot in the game if you don't inter-engage. Simple as that. And if you recognize when the enemy team is inting, you can always come back. So, yeah, kind of got sidetracked. No, we're just clearing camps right now, pretty much. And we're thinking about doing our next play. I mean, Drake's spawning soon. We don't know what flashes they have though. I think my mid does here. Kind of unlucky. We're making a super play here on the Singe. Catch that wave real quick, you know what I'm saying? And we're just doing camps. There's nothing proactive to do. You could skip camps this part of the game, because you're already 2 item, but I don't really value it. I don't think we're in a very bad game state where we can't win. Here I'm fighting here, or forcing a fight, because the Yoni wasn't here, and the Azir's pushing top. I think if I was able to land EQ, I can do a lot more. I do have flash and ult. Loki was like almost troll. What happened there? Beasting gets some HP, buy CD boots. You can also buy Iron Elixir here, which is pretty good, because both objectives are pretty aligned to where you can get very big Iron Elixir value. Karma got caught out again. Here I'm playing it slow. Drop the Zinzao. Waiting for my next EQ. Play for a small angle here. Flash on the... well, I tried to get the Ezreal too. Wasn't able to. And you see like the healing here, the Triumph coming out. Let me go on the Yoni here. You have to be careful though. He does do some damage. He does end up dying. And we earned the dragon. Honestly, buying an Iron Elixir there would have been kind of a super play. Because like, you see like the objectives overlining. Probably was way better than this. Now, yeah, we need to spend our gold ASAP before the autocon. So we're just going to do this. Karma doing something over there. We smite it. Now we do our camps fast. That guy's just teasing us. What did I buy this game? I don't really remember. But I think looking at their comp, I think you can go more damage. You can go like Starax if you want. You can also buy like Randuin's. I think Randuin's is not bad. Here, if I land the EQ, I think Karma can easily die by a mist. See, like when you have a lot of haste, you can keep using your EQ every like a couple seconds on the same flag. Yeah, that was very unexpected. This Yone just randomly went on us. Can't really get the crab though. Don't want to die for it. Maybe I could have smited this, but I mean, it's not really worth. This is where I buy the elixir. It's really good to do around this time in the game, especially when objectives are spawning at the same time. It's a lot better than buying a ruby crystal, a longsword, and anything. It gives you a lot of HP, a lot of utility. You're absorbing with ults because I want to force Zin's ults if I can. And using ult on the other champions aren't really worth unless for like damage or to force their mobility spell. So sometimes on Jarvan, it's a trapping ult, right? But you can use it to burn cooldowns. So like you see it like I burn Zinzalo, right? And like in other times you can burn like Ezreal E to where he doesn't have E for a while. He has to flash, you can burn those here. All these cooldowns are very long. Is you just eat in there, what? Try and give the kills to Kaelin, because of course I won't 1v9 this game. We do need damage. I don't have damage, but I do have a good amount to where like my team can clean up. Now we're just taking all the camps. And honestly, the beauty of Shojin though, when you go Shojin or you buy like lethality items, you actually clear your camps so fast than usual. Like I was like I had the tank items, I can't even clear these camps that fast. Like I cleared these camps, I cleared them pretty fast, and I was able to base in time to where I can get on the map pretty much the same time as they are, even though they like spawned like a bit before me recalling. Now we have 3 items. It's pretty annoying for enemy comp to play into a draw with Frozen Hearts. 0 autos, Yone autos, so and Zinza autos. It has value into all their champs. And then next item should be like Visage, I think. Here I'm waiting for the Azir. I want to chunk him if I can. Chunk him a little bit. We're trying to pressure the map. I'm ready in the tower because this is the best play that we can do. Another good thing on jungle. You want to think about what your best play can be on that turn. And you can always review those, in the post game. Something we look at a lot on the Patreon. See what's the best play for you during that turn. Because usually you want to do 1 to 2 things max on every turn. If you do a third play, usually it's like you're overstaying a lot. Your camps are respawning. Using a lot of tempo, but sometimes it can be good to do that, but usually it's not. Better to play by like the book a little bit. Yeah, that guy randomly died. Nobody knows. I think I died here actually because Yone is balanced. Oh yeah, I missed my EQ here, right? And then I die. Yeah, it was crazy because I missed my Q. Well, I died here. Pretty sure I should be able to live because he would get knocked up, and then I made some range, built some distance between me and him. I don't think they can end though. I'm wait for myself to respawn. Yeah, some good things happen in the game. Feels good. I'm just gonna do the dragon. Oh my god, I actually remember, dude, don't watch. Guys, don't watch. I actually run it down here. I should be able to get the dragon here, I feel like. I think what I should have done, I should have taken this gate. I don't know why I didn't take gates, but I was trying to figure out the HP, I guess. And also here, I didn't need to flash. Oh, I missed my EQ. Yeah, I think I should be able to take the gate in time, potentially. Or like wait for my team. Like either like I wait for my team and we play to kill them all, so we get guaranteed the Baron, or I play a lot slower without using flash and I try to get into the pit using EQ, then flashing out, spawning the dragon. It's a lot better because the thing is I need to probably use my EQ to damage the dragon to secure it. Because what they should do is they should wait, they should keep it low enough to where I can't smite it, and they should kill me and then take the dragon. But yeah, I played the worst way possible, and now like I died again. So these were like the 2 that I'm talking about. That could be really bad. You do on Jarvan, and especially when your champion doesn't have insane value. Like yeah, I'm making stuff work this game, but that's because I'm being patient. I'm not inting you. Like I'm catching him off guard. But if you int and you don't get items, you won't be as useful as useful as is in Zao. Zao is kind of trolling, I'll be honest. Here I'm just looking to CC the right targets. Making Yone not be able to play the game is one of my highest priorities in this game. Because Ezreal doesn't really have damage. He's kind of a P shooter. So we're able to earn the objective now and do Baron. Now that we got Baron, we're going to mid bots. Usually, when you get Baron, you want to play for the last outer tier 2s in this kind of scenario. There's an Ezreal in this pit. Nobody knows. Because it's just last standing gold, and you know we can still hit 6 items. You can get more and more items throughout the game. Here we're playing a little fight here. It shouldn't be bad for us because my champion, I mean, they have very little damage. I'm going to Karma. I have my ult very soon, playing very slow. This guy's no flash. We kill him. And now we should be able to kill the Zero here because he got Tilly W'd. And you know, because we're playing these fights slow, we don't int into them because it's very easy to int on Jarvan. Like I'm playing very calm, but you know, some people might just run it down. Even sometimes I run it down because I play too fast. If you play a bit slower on Jarvan, just like assess the fights, you can do good things on this champion, and it's very like annoying to play against. If you ever played lane, if you ever like played a carry into Jarvan, it's very annoying to play against a Jarvan who's able to just completely annoy you in the fights. Here, chain CC on the Yone, he can't play the game, and now we're looking to try to kill the Xin Zhao. Then we get 2 more kills, and now we're about to hit the 6 item mark on Jarvan, which is pretty good. I would say you become very tanky. So we're just gonna push this tower and then look to probably play for the next dragon. Yeah, if you guys were paying attention, this guy took the gates. Always pay attention when you're on the map. Don't let the enemy team do illegal things. Don't let them push up waves too far where they shouldn't be allowed to catch them. If a jungle is trying to farm his camps, don't let them farm the camps for free. You know, these are illegal things for the enemy team to do in the game. Now we're trying to collapse on this play. I think I'm able to kill the Yone here. Yeah, we got 2-man ults. Look at this Yone champion, by the way. Crazy champion. Kill him again. And now we're just pushing. Now we're getting to like the last fights. So we're sitting here, we're trapping this bush. Any engage should be technically good because even if I go in, I shouldn't just insta die. I barely do live there. I did say I don't insta die. It took me a while to die there. I did eat a lot, but now I can't really go back in. I'm very low on HP. But if I get like some Triumph procs and I'm able to hit for Sun of Sky proc, I will get my HP back. Here, you know, since I went too forward, I got a decent amount of HP back because I do have Visage. Visage amplifies your healing and your shielding. So, you know, I'm looking to try to get some more shielding, more Triumph procs. You know, I'm trying to. I think EQ on the Zither could have been good, honestly. Force him to E, so we're now he shouldn't be allowed to like be able to play this aggressive in front of your face. Now I'm playing for the red buff. You know, it's the only last thing to do. You know, we're gonna play the recall soon and play for the Baron. After recall, I think here the game actually we almost lost the game because my team decided to fight here for whatever reason. And, you know, we don't know. If I didn't go to the red buff, right? We don't know if their enemy team was still taking the gates if I was with my team. Because they did see me go into the red, right? But we should never pull the Baron. We should always play the reset and then... Or we can trap. But, you know, trapping like that, how we did, was not ideal. And here, you know, we're trying to see if we can play for the Baron. Since it does end up getting very low. And now I'm in the pits. Playing slow. Trying to see if I can get this Baron and smite it. Wasn't able to. I thought in my head, honestly, trying to finish the Baron there with a champ like Talia, it's not ideal. But maybe I should have went back over the wall and just played for the fight. It's not like they can just burn it. I do have a very short EQ, so it's probably like I think I should have been able to yeah, get out and then go back in again if they kept trying to finish it because they're desperate. Another fight. We're on sod. We bought Redemption because I mean it's the only thing we can buy, and it's not that bad. We don't have one on our team, and it's a very OP item. So I think I do misuse it though, low key. I forgot, but yeah, here we're playing slow, so that has a nice EQ. Since I was stepping up too far, and now we're playing slow. Redemption for I mean also Redemption for both losing me, but you know he didn't want it. And now we're trying to see if we can get more. I feel like Singe went too much here. And does end up finding the Ezreal here. We find the Karma. Yone is still on the loose right now. We are thinking about playing for the Dragon though. Oh my god. Man, I can't go in. If I go in here, it's really bad. It's better to think about the Dragon and defend the base. It's only 2 people alive right now. Here you see, I mean, you saw like kind of the haste if I'm able to have 2 flags out at once. So I queued and then poked him. And, you know, the poke with Red Smite is actually pretty meaningful, you can tell. It does do a decent amount of damage. It gets like 100, 200, 300 HP, which is pretty good, I would say. I was actually pretty surprised like they took a complete shot on the Yone here when Yone still has... I don't know, I feel like, I mean, Tilly should beat the Yone, but I thought the Yone would have mogged her, honestly, but it didn't really happen. Now we're playing the recall, where I sold my boots for tier 3 defensive boots. It is a lot better. You could buy Iron Pot, but I think this is more of just as I mean, just pretty much the same, honestly, than buying Iron Pots. You could buy Red Pot too because you're already so tanky in this game. And then, you know, getting back on the map, I'll have a lot of mobility. I'm trying to see if I can pick someone off and if any enter on the map. Pink in that bush. Clear that pink real quick. And now we're trying to see if we can end the game. We do have Hextech Soul. Any poke we have is pretty good. Here I go in here. EQ ults. And I play very slow, trying to peel my Kaelin. And we should be able to win this fight. Potentially. There is a Yone somewhere. He's not up yet actually. So soon he will be somewhere. He could wipe all of us. I can't really go in. I mean, I don't have damage to just commit and kill. I don't want to expend my flash just like that. And here I'm staying here because I have nothing to recall for. I could buy Iron Elixir if I farm a camp, but I want to see if I can make a play. I see Yone is coming towards me, so I really want to see if we can kill. I'm pinging for my team to come. And Yone ends up being here. Went over the wall. And we have enough damage with the Lees. I just need one person to do damage there with me. The reason why I was waiting, because the red buff was spawning. You know, maybe he might clear it. Maybe he doesn't expect us to be there. But, you know, like I remember I said before, we're trying to see if they illegally walk in our jungle, walk in our area, and catch them off. And now, you could just stay here, honestly. But it's because, you know, my lead is also base, my toes come out of base. I think it's a good time to just base one time. We are going to be at the same speed as our teammates. Now we go in. And we look to end the game. We have flash, so we're pretty Thanos. I think doing this crab here is kind of pointless. We should just play for the waves. This crab kind of does nothing for the current game state right now. It's probably better to like catch the waves high and see if there's any in here. Like I could have been here potentially if I wasn't doing the crab. I do think they're all dead here though. We played for the first kill. This guy's just very overextended, so we killed the easiest targets. CCM, and then now we looked for the Karma. Got to ult him there, but I couldn't. And now we're trying to see if we can get more. I got slow on the Hextech. And now I burnt with 0 ults and then a 0 E. My god, that was spooky. Kinda into this fight. Now we recall here. Can they end the game now? Man, having this redemption is so like, dude, maybe I should have bought Knight's Vow. I also didn't need to sell my 2 bits and maybe I could have bought a real item like GA. I think having GA probably could have been better. Because, I mean, it's just a better item. Do you think we can defend here? Just because, like, they don't have a Baron wave. So I'm waiting for the wave to come a bit more closer so I can clear it. Because they can't just, like, walk into us. My Singed did run it down there for some reason. Now I'm pure, I'm playing it slow. I'm waiting for my next EQ. I'm trying to see if I can get on the wave. Here I ults. Because they can't fully ignore it, because I do like a lot of damage. So here I'm buying a lot of time. Using the Son of Sky procs. Now they can't end the game, luckily. I think my team does some good work here. Catch some kills. Azir feels is this thing. Yeah, we're trying to see if we can kill Yone. Don't know what just happened there. That was crazy. Yeah, Yone is still doing Yone things. He's at my red, I think. Wow, that was actually lucky. If my Kaelin got hit by Q3 there, he would die. And we would probably lose the game here. But we got lucky. By the grace of God. And now I think the game's over. If you guys enjoyed this kind of game or commentary, let me know. I'm gonna do more of these from now on. You know, before I used to do like live commentary, and I'm not really good at it yet, so you know, maybe in time. But we'll see. But yeah, enjoy the rest of this game. I mean, the rest of this game is pretty simple. Also, maybe I can commentate a little bit on it. But yeah, we're going for the Baron in a second. Doing it. Elder Dragon, 41-minute game. And we're just pulling it straight up. Reason why is because we have Toledo Wall. I think Zinzao doesn't have flash right now. He actually almost got stolen because I'm shit at the game and I didn't smite properly. But we got it. Grace of God, we're just lucky. And I did mess up my EQ here, but it didn't matter because we killed the actual champion that can carry the game, which is their Yone. Kappa. We still almost lost the game for the 50th time. Oh my god, what is this game, by the way? Such small errors. Like, if I just played it a bit better, and I remember this game was very late, you know, it was in a long session, like, probably playing like 10 hours. I'm 10 hours in for this game, and like, if I just played a bit better, you would have won the game by now. Wait, I finally sold my redemption, useless item, and finally got GA. Honestly, buying stacks might be pretty good, but GA value is pretty insane, because I can just set full send it with EQ, ult in, do whatever, and then I'm in GA and I can EQ out or EQ back in again. Yeah, nobody knows what just happened there. Over up, we can defend. Trying to see if we can get some stagger kills. I have EQ coming up very soon. Trying to see if I can fund Ezreal, burn EQ, I just ult, and I use my flag to get another knock up on the Ezreal. Here we see Azir. I'm trying to see if I can go onto him, but I'm thinking about my Caitlyn. And we're trying to kill one target at a time right now. And we kill the Zinzao, and now we're chasing kills. We actually end up killing everyone here, and then we end the game. I'm chasing these kills, trying to see if I can stop them. I'm pinging that Yone can be here. I do have GA, so I'm fine. And now I'm buying time, stopping Yone from playing the game here. He TP'd out. I could have stopped him though, not gonna lie. Flash with the Karma here. He ended up killing the Yone. Nice. And we won the game. Some chill. I canceled my ultimate there for some reason. But whatever. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, more drawing content. I do have a lot of Korea videos I still want to post. So, you know, keep an eye out for those and for any coaching sessions I post on YouTube. Peace.